Companies change their logos all the time, but I think we can all agree that the logos don't always change for the better. But there was a time when logos were way uglier than they are today, the early 2000s. If you wanted to be hip and modern back then, your logo had to be 3D. But what if that never changed? I mean, 3D graphics have come a long way since then. So that's why in this video I made 3 logos into epic 3D animations. Let's get into it. The first logo I wanted to tackle was the Minecraft logo. Minecraft is by far the most popular game in history, but this is its logo. I've made Minecraft realistic so many times on this channel, so let's finally make the logo realistic as well. I started by making the grass block. I took a cube and slapped the dirt material onto it. I adjusted the colors to make it match the original. And I grew some grass on the grass block. Next, I created the Minecraft text. I cut it out of a bigger plane and then gave it some depth. That already looks pretty good, but we need some more detail. So I sculpted some cracks and scratches onto the surface. In Substance Painter, I gave the text an old dirty rock material and then made an animation in Blender. After adding a few lights, this is the final result. That was nice, but trust me, the next 2 logos are gonna be way more epic. Next up was the NASA logo. I think the NASA logo is probably one of the most recognizable pieces of graphic design ever created, but that doesn't mean it looks good. I mean, look at all these intersecting lines. Alright, let's make the logo epic. First, I had to trace the NASA text for 45 minutes, because the designers didn't just use a generic font. No, they designed their own letters just for the logo. And why does the S reach down further than all the other letters? Let's just ignore that. I also traced the red arrow thing and continued by making the asteroid that's orbiting the text. I gave both the asteroid and the trail a white glowing material. Then I made the text 3-dimensional and animated the scene. I gave the camera some movement and also made the asteroid move along its orbit. I placed every single star in the background by hand and gave them some dimension. The blue circle in the background looked a bit boring, and circles aren't 3D, so I replaced it with a sphere. For the color, I used a noise texture and stretched it along one axis. Well, that's basically it. Now the Burger King logo. The logo looks pretty boring as it is, so I had to do something special for this one. My plan was to make the logo into a real, fresh, delicious burger, fresher than anything Burger King would make. And I wanted to use the text as the 2 patties on the burger, so I got started with the buns. I applied a subdivision surface modifier on the cube and stretched it into the shape of a bun. I used the real logo as a background to get the shape right. Then I added the text. I put it into place and made it 3D. But this doesn't look like meat yet. I used a pressure cloth simulation to make the letters less straight, and after adding a displace modifier, it kinda looked like meat. A real burger needs cheese, so I used a cloth simulation to make the cheese on the patties. I made it a little more goopy using proportional editing as well as the cloth sculpting brush. Now we need some lettuce. I made this random pattern in edit mode and applied a subdivision surface modifier. I'm really not sure if this is lettuce or bacon. Oh, and I scattered some sesame seeds on the top bun. Now I was ready to make the textures. I made the lettuce not look like bacon and I textured the buns. The cheese got a cheese material and I applied a zombie blood meat material on the patties. I obviously had to adjust the colors a little bit. Well, and that's a burger. I used a few assets from Cargo by Kitbash 3D to make a kitchen background. I hung a few pans on the wall as well as some fresh herbs. The wall got a white tile material and I added a can of Coke and some fries to the sides of the frame. Well, and that's basically it. If you enjoyed the animation, definitely leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy!